The West Coast Eagles have been flying in 2011, perched in the top six. They've proved the success story of the season after stirring from last year's wooden spoon. They won 5 from 6 at Patterson Stadium. Their prey, a Port Adelaide side struggling in 16th on the ladder. Mark Lacroix stoned the Crows last week with 5, grabbing the first against Port.
Koski started on the bench. He's going to stroll in. In fact, he gives it over to Lacroix. How easy do you like him?
But the Power would take heart from their round 2 matchup with the Eagles, going down by just 3 goals. They'd swarm in defence to stay in the contest, eventually cracking.
Kennedy off some hands, kicks it from the goal line. Well, that shouldn't happen, but it did.
Robert Gray would get the Powers first.
He just bangs it long. Robbie Gray uses the body brilliantly.
But Mark Lacroix had a taste at the other end.
Kennedy got there. Lacroix, kickable by his standards, and his standards are very high.
The Eagles up by 15 at quarter time. Nat Nui was having a picnic in the ruck, but it wasn't yet clicking for the locals. Until Hearn got hold of it, that is.
Will he go for goal? You bet he will. From 70, that's out of here.
A defensive hack under pressure out on the full would allow Adam Selwood this shot.
Strikes it nicely. That's a gem.
On top in all facets, the Eagles would concede the next 2. This from Pearce, silencing the Perth crowd.
That's good. That's spectacularly good. And Port Adelaide are back in the contest.
But the Eagles weren't about to relinquish control. Lacroix would kick his third.
Kennedy crashes the pack. Lacroix back of the pack. So simple.
It would be the first of a 3-goal run into half-time. Pritters bending the last of them through for a 33-point advantage.
Good, he likes the boomer. And check side, boomerang, banana, call it what you like, it's 6 points.
It was a very different Port Adelaide side which stormed out of the half-time break. Justin Westhoff getting the ball rolling.
And he gives them the start they were after.
It sparked the Power to life, snatching the momentum. They'd kick the next 3 straight.
Phillips rolls it. Amazing goal. 3 in a row.
But just when the Power looked set to rob the West pot of gold, one of their twin towers would stop the rot.
He's got onto it. And Nick Nat nails it.
Up to the challenge, Shannon Hearn would again step up and unload.
And does he pump it? Embley's in the square. He shepherds it through. He spanked that all the way.
That would help lift the Eagles' intensity. Schultz would fly on his own.
Schultz with the fly. That's a monster.
Port Adelaide trimming the margin to 23 at 3/4 time.
Thumped away from the contest. Trengo needs some poise. He's got it. That was superb.
It didn't take long for West Coast to show they meant business in the final term, goaling within 20 seconds before Scott Selwood's no-hands approach put them even further ahead.
Hardlet Selwood, boot on it. Sensational.
But the Eagles simply couldn't put the Power away. Once again, they'd fight back with 3 straight.
O'Shea keeps his feet and rolls it home.
With the margin narrowed to just 17, West Coast needed a lift, so up steps Shannon Hearn to light the fuse.
Who's already bombed a couple, puts this up. It's going, it's gone.
The Eagles going on to take their first ever consecutive wins over the Power. A 22-point victory carrying them to 5th on the ladder. All eyes on next week's clash with the Blues at the G.
Eagles! West Coast Eagles!
David Murdoch, Big Pond Sport.